All right. I want to frame a scenario to you. I want your opinion on how you think we, the situation could have been prevented or this situation can be corrected. So recently I had an episode with a young man where he was pulling flowers from front of my house. And I pretty much caught up to him and I chastised him. And after I chastised him, what I would have expected during the chastising was some sort of remorse or some sort of, atonement even. But instead, when we were done, he seemed somewhat emboldened, and he even called me Steve Urkel. Well, that's not the entire phrase, but you know, how do and this kid I want to say was probably 11, 12 years old. Okay. What's the tie in here? I mean, how could a I didn't even engage him actually. I left it because I just felt like this 12-year-old kid was lost.
Yeah, you can see by him just going up to people's property and doing property damage.
Well,
but
yeah.
I think the way I would have gone about it is a child that age, they don't. I want to say they don't know what they're doing. They do, but they don't understand. How. What I would say sweating the little things.
Okay.
Because when you sweat the little things, you can prevent the big things from happening. So I would ask that kid, why did you do what you did? Kind of figure out how kids think. And I think that's what, that's a strategy that I use with my baby brother. A lot of the times when he, does things that he shouldn't be doing, I don't just scold him because that's what they're expecting you to do.
Okay.
You have to talk to kids, I think, and that goes back to building the relationship, because that's an opportunity for you right there. Maybe that kid is lost, like you said, which just could be true, but that's an opportunity for you as an older male of color to step in and maybe play a mentor role, or it could develop into some kind of role
of
that nature. But asking kids like, why did you do that, and making them start to think like, why do I do that? I think that starts to get to the root of their problems and makes them start being, more conscious of what they're doing.
Maybe even a little bit accountable.
Accountable. Like, do you know what I could do to you if I, chose to take legal action? What could happen to you?
Okay.
They don't understand that because they don't have parents at home that are telling them, what is wrong, how society works, how when you break the law, you pay for that.
Okay.
There are consequences for that.
Okay.
But that's what I would have done, and then you take it from there, and then you build on it. You use that opportunity to speak to the child about life. Maybe he doesn't have a father figure that teaches him right from wrong, or a mother figure, because mothers wear multiple hats in the house.
Absolutely.
And I think a lot of the times the young man does what he wants because he's not only a son, he's a roommate, he's a husband. He's an older brother, so he's wearing a lot of hats, so he's just lost and he's trying to figure everything out. And mom doesn't have time to teach him the things that a young boy should know. So I think it's an opportunity for you to kind of pose questions and kind of get a sense of how this kid thinks, what could possibly be going on. Because the responses to your questions, the responses that he gives you are, an indication of what's going through his mind.